Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Kind of a simple, pretty graphic. I think I could do better if I change the colors, and we'll try on this one. This really only works if you make it perfect. So we're going to take a six-sided polygon and hold down the control button to make a perfect polygon. Then I hit the plus key on the keyboard, and I'm going to move that node down to there. And all I need to do is draw 3 lines, well, 4 lines. 2-point line from straight up, from this angle. It's kind of hard to tell what you're going to make. And then from this angle. Now we don't have to, but we're going to cut these lines away, and you can kind of see that what we're doing. Now this line right here, I'm going to select it all. I'm going to go and convert it to a curve. I'm going to click off of it and grab just one end at a time. And I'm going to do a pretty drastic curve to it. Then all we have to do is fill it in with the Smart Fill tool. And like I said, I'm going to try a different color. Let's go red this time. And I'm going to nudge them over as I make them. And then that way I won't have these lines. Now I can nudge it right back, and it doesn't really matter because we're not working in the center of the page. Then I'm going to grab this right one, and I'm going to go Interactive Fill tool. I don't know how it got to black, but we're going to make it red again, and then make it yellow. Bring the yellow in a little bit more. You know what? I'm going to try the opposite direction. And then we got 2 more up here, if you remember. So let's go outwardly with yellow. A little bit too far. And then let's go outwardly with yellow on this side. You never really know what you're going to get. This would be, I hate to say it, this would be a good one to clone. Now I'm going to Control G to group it. I'm going to move it up a little bit, and I'm going to move the center rotation to that node, and I'm going to open up a Docker. And I don't show this Docker often enough. Go to Docker's transform. Yours might say transformation. We're going to rotate it 60 degrees 5 times. We need 6, but as I always say, we've already got one. I don't really like that because you can't see the curvature. So let's go back and ungroup it, because that curvature kind of adds to it. Let's get the Interactive Fill tool. There we go. See, now we can kind of see that curvature. Maybe there we go. A little bit better. Maybe you can play around with it. Control G to group it. Move your center rotation of the node and have it snap to. And look, you've got a 6-sided diamond star. You've got everything you'd ever, just different. But let's go ahead and clone it. We have to ungroup it. So let's go. I got to go to Edit and Clone, and I'm going to move it over. I'm going to grab that one. I'm going to go to Edit and Clone. I'm going to move that one. You've got to do this. You've got to clone each piece. And you've got it. So this is our clone curve. This is our control curve. So we're just going to move it out of the way. For a second, I'm going to go ahead and group this together. I'm going to double click and move the rotation of that edge and go ahead and rotate it. Now I'm going to go to Object, Group, and Ungroup All. Now we can get our clone in here, and it'll really make a difference. I think I call it real time. And if we take this and get back to the Interactive Fill tool, look at that. I think let's change it up quite a bit. Let's put red on both ends and put a yellow in the middle. Look how it changed. We're going to do the same thing in here. I don't know that it'll make it better. but you'll see how the clone tool can really change things. And look at this, you can rotate that and rotate that line around. Of course, I think it looked best the way it was. And then you can still do these. You know, you could put a little red on both ends and then put a yellow in the middle. I mean, look at that. And maybe not even change the other one, but we will, just to show off the clone tool. I love the clone tool because you could do pages of these. And see, now we've kind of got this sweep. If we look, we can actually even tweak that line where they're almost more even, and you've almost got something there. Now, as always, to break a clone apart, you've got to grab everything and go to Object, break the 13 objects apart to get rid of your clone. If you don't do that, you're going to have problems. Then you could put a yellow line, you could put a red line, you could put a black line, or you could have no line. Anyway, I hope that just gave you an idea and a couple of tools, and thank you for watching.